What is up, Dear Reacts and Reviews? Back again with another video for y'all. Before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and comment, whether if y'all do or don't. Today we have chilling footage shows the moment people were attempting to break through a condo wall in a alleged female trafficking situation in downtown Miami. This sounds really traffic.
Or to the left or to the right? That's right, good. How do you not sure what wall that they're trying to remove? Looking on the apartment.
Look, we were eating at the kitchen
Está
and
encerrado ahí.
we heard a noise. Is someone kidnapped right there?
Mira ahí. ¿Quién? Ahí llorando.
Vengan para acá.
¿Dónde para acá?
Vengan para acá.
Claro. Hijo de puta.
Yeah.
Ah, y a las otras carajas que son cómplices, ¿por qué tampoco no se las llevan?
Can you guys all go over there? Thank you.
I'm not sure if this is like real or not. Only because anything can be like edited and stuff like that, and you also do have like AI that can do things. But I do believe that that's real. Now, them hiding in the wall and some Matrix type shit, that is very, I don't want to say unrealistic. I'll just say it's very peculiar. It's odd, but I wouldn't really put it past people who are trying to make a living and do some of the most horrific acts that you can do to other human beings on this planet for monetary gain, money, and stuff like that. So, this is what I would say. About 5 years ago, there was 84,000 missing black girls in DC. A lot of those girls, well, I don't even know if any of those girls were even found. I think about like more than 100,000 or 400,000 people go missing a year, I think. But what's interesting here is, they didn't hear any sound. I would assume that, they would hear somebody crying or, asking for help, but they didn't. And that's kind of like what kind of draws me away. I feel like if you're gonna put somebody in the wall, there's got to be like some serious reasons why. But trafficking, I mean, if you wanna, personally, I mean, it says allegedly, but I mean, look, it's such an extreme. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like how people hide crack and marijuana and other drugs and fentanyl into like car tires. They wrap it in mustard and coffee and and then they put it in the tires, and like, the dogs have been like trained now to get through it. I just find it really extreme to have to hide somebody in the walls. And this is like in Miami, I mean, this is like really messed up, man. Look, for all, human traffickers, I really don't give a damn about none of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can go to hell off with y'all heads, period. That's just personally how I feel. And, I remember watching Last Blood, Rambo Last Blood. I just feel like, it's about that time, you know what I mean? Like, people need to start really waking up to what's really going on, because they selling these kids, they selling these women, they using them for working slaves, they using them for sex slaves, prostitution, and all type of just stuff. They transporting these people to islands. You got these weird ass elites. And it's got all this goddamn money, and they just paying for any and every goddamn thing. You got, all these goddamn people going missing every goddamn year. There's been multiple videos of kids just getting snatched up, being thrown into vans. People never hearing and seeing from their kids ever again. And Last Blood, the girl went to I think she was either going to a party or no. I think she went to go see her father in Mexico, even though Rambo was like, you shouldn't go do that. Like, them ain't good people. Long story short, she went to like go see like her cousin or something like that, and her cousin set her up, had these people go get her and stuff like that, and then they wound up like trafficking her, and she wound up like ODing and was getting raped, and I mean like it's bad. So it's like I personally just feel like our country needs to do a whole lot more now than ever, because we are just letting any and everybody over the border, and as long as you come from Mexico, that means people can just travel to Mexico and then come up over here, and like today was the first time I actually saw in my neighborhood illegal immigrants. Illegal citizens are just, they're up over here now, and it's like, I live in Chicago, and it's like, it's not good. You know what I mean? Like, thousands are being bussed in like every week, if not like every other day or so like that. You know what I mean? And like, Governor Greg Abbott of I believe Texas, they're completely taken over. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't have any malice or anything about like Mexicans or anything like that, or Latinos and people that come over the border. That's not my problem. It's the problem when the bad people come over, and then on top of that, like everybody shouldn't be able to come up in here. I do feel like the reason why we have doors, you know what I mean, the reason why we have gates and stuff like that in our communities, on our properties, is because we want to keep other people out. Now, when you just start flooding people into this country, and we already have, I know I'm like going off right now, but I'm saying this because, like, when you start flooding, this country, and then, the prices of everything is going up because, of COVID, all the relief programs going on, and then, that would have to drive up interest rates and stuff like that so that they can get their money back. So you got like gas going up crazy, that's also keep like, Biden canceling the Keystone Pipeline. But you also have, the prices of food and prices of mortgages, and there's just so many damn things that's actually just, happening right now that's completely ridiculous. And the prices of everything is just starting to become more inflated. And the only thing about it that sucks is just that we live in a time right now where, our president can, pass all these bills and actually make it where it's harder on the middle class. The Democrats used to actually care about the middle class, and then like now they've actually just put them inside of a room and just like close the door. Like, like they act like they don't really care about the middle class anymore. And all I can really say is like, you're gonna drive people to go do some really crazy things. I just made a video about like people just scamming, what I mean, just not really caring anymore, because like they understand that things are scarce and stuff like that. But I just feel like at no point should you ever do that. However, you got people that just really don't care. And, as long as he keeps on, stalling on these bills that, he has the Republicans, offering up to him and stuff like that. And he just wants what he wants. He's not budging, as he says, and all that stuff like that. He's just going to make it really, really hard for things to really get resolved in this country. And you got a lot of people that just really don't give a damn. They don't really care that he's doing a horrible job. They just want Trump out. Now, when Trump was in office, that man was locking down this border, deporting people back. You know what I mean? Look, I personally do feel like we have a border for a reason. And I just feel like when you just let any and everybody into your country, you don't know what's being flooded in. You don't know what's being exported out. You don't know what's being sold. You don't know who's working for whom and who's sending information back and forth. You don't know who's selling information and stealing. You really don't know. We got an all-time high in drugs and stuff right now, and it's all because we got all these people from the border. You got people from South America that's creating, all these drugs, and then they're sending it up through the border, and then now we have like a an opioid crisis, and just like there's a lot going on. So to just find people in the walls, I'm not really surprised. Do I think the video is fake? Not necessarily, but I didn't really hear actual sound from the person in the video. On top of that, I didn't have headphones, so I'm sorry that I just went on like that whole like tangent and like that rant like that. But I just want to just get y'all to understand where I'm coming from. You know, right now when you see video footage like that from me being me and seeing everything that I've seen, I 100% understand that things like that do happen, and as citizens, we more people need to wake up, because when we just allow this country to just be ran by idiots, you're gonna have situations like that. People that's being smuggled into this country and then being people being trafficked and they're being put into walls. Like that is so absurd to even just fathom that, it's like you shouldn't have to just think that, you got people, you got Neo and Morpheus and Trinity in your wall. You know what I mean? Like, are you serious? Like, what the hell? I just feel like our leaders need their ass whooped. They need to be thrown in jail, because if those are, some illegal immigrants hiding up in there, that's a wrap. You know what I mean? Our leaders, we need to scrap all of them. If that's what's going on, it's that time. Y'all know what I mean. Anyway, but put y'all comments down below. Uh, yeah, let me know how y'all feel um about the whole situation. And yeah, dear reaction reviews, we out.